So then, something really cool happened. There was a big star missing tonight from the show, and we got an update on what he's doing. You see, the greatest power couple in WWE history is away. See, they're shooting a film. It's called The Marine 5. And we had to get an update on how the progress was going on set. And the people who were doing it were The Miz.
I will destroy The Miz. Don't talk about him. I don't want to hear about The Miz. I don't want to hear about his stars. I don't want to hear about Maurice. What The Miz is doing. I don't want to hear about The Miz. So we're going to move on to the next section of the video.
From the 100-acre wood, the Wyatt family!
I'm guessing bleach sales increased exponentially after the outcome of that match. And then we got more Divas shit, because what's a fucking pay-per-view without two Divas matches? And then in the main event, Bray Wyatt finally won a match.
And Luke Harper came back at the end.
Is that supposed to excite people?
Like Orton was hearing voices and he was humping the floor and all of a sudden the freaking snakes and worms appeared on the screen.
Jordan, what's going on? Oh, what's going on there, Voltron?
And the lights came on and Harper's literally standing in front of Orton like he's like, blow me. He's standing
That's
like
what
this.
was happening when the lights were off. He
was
pulled
like,
down his fucking jeans and the crotch rock.
He's like, oh my god, it's Luke Harper, full scale on the 5. And then Bray Wyatt just wins.
Because he was high. Oh, he was high on drugs.
They're on trading blows.
That's exactly what this match was. It ends with 4 queers on the ladder, and Ambrose punches the air around them all, but somehow they all decide, because he's punching the air around them, they should jump off the ladders and let Ambrose grab the briefcase.
They do their Tschufa Punches.
Why? So Ambrose, he grabs the thing and he's sticking his tongue out. It looks like he's trying to vomit. He's gotta puke! Garbage, trash, bullshit. So now we're backstage and Mariz is with WWE Intercontinental Champion, The Miz. And they're doing a photo shoot. This is the perfect segment for you. They're doing more of this Hollywood stuff. You want to talk about this in great detail, or should we continue?
Yeah, I want to talk about it. I really want to talk about it, because if you're going to have a character who's supposed to be a Hollywood superstar, you should probably get someone who's probably more prestige, like John Cena. Why didn't they do this with John Cena, who's actually venturing into Hollywood? Instead, you don't take like a second-tier wrestler. You don't even take a third-tier wrestler. You don't take a jobber. You don't take the bottom of the barrel. You literally take the guy that I hate, he hates, Smarks hate, casuals hate, everybody who's ever watched WWE programming, if they made a list of their favorite wrestlers and least favorite wrestlers, The Miz would always come in last place because he's The Miz. Okay? This is a guy who's been in the company for a decade and has done nothing memorable. He main evented WrestleMania and he was an afterthought. How fucking bad do you have to be? Everybody who main events WrestleMania gets a cool entrance. Whether it's Triple H coming out on a fucking throne with flames or John Cena running out like a choir of fat black women singing with him. You know what The Miz's epic WrestleMania main event entrance was? There was a fucking pool float that said The Miz and he pushed it aside and as he traipsed towards the ring like a faggot with Alex Jones clapping and laughing.
Alex Jones.
What's the...
Alex Wright.
Alex Wright clapping and laughing as it happened.
If it was Alex Jones, that would have been awesome.
Fuck The Miz!
Can Alex Jones please do a rant on The Miz and like start crying in the middle?
Bilderberg.
I love Alex Jones. I don't care how crazy he is. He's the only 9/11 truther I don't want to murder.
Pop Up Powerbomb. Had a revelation about the pop-up powerbomb just before we press the record button.
Start the video with the...
You ever notice the pop-up powerbomb is just because he's a fat slob who literally doesn't have the strength to lift anyone, so all he has to physically do is go, he just has to move his arms. He's not actually throwing anybody, the other guy's doing all the work.
He's too much of a pathetic fat body.
Before Smarks starts saying all wrestling moves require both competitors to work the
but he
moves.
doesn't do anything.
He literally doesn't do anything.
He does this.
There's no such thing as a pop-up powerbomb. It's just a fat guy flailing. You fucking retards.
Anybody on Earth can do a pop-up powerbomb. Anyway. So anyway, we get Renee with Roman Reigns, and he's like, I don't go win WrestleMania. And then for no fucking reason, for reasons that nobody on the planet can decipher, Bubba Ray Dudley shows up and he's like, hey Roman, you wanna fight? You wanna fight me, Roman?
You fat jobber, go back to TNA. I'm sick of your shit too. I'm sick of Devon. I'm sick of all of you. You all suck.
I'm sick of fucking jobbers whose only reason on the roster is to get the obligatory HT done! HT done! Yeah, I was excited.
Cole can educate us if you don't know who this fat asshole is.
Excited.
I believe that's Bubba Ray.
Bubba Ray.
He's a 20 million time tag champion, and you can watch his shit on the network for $9.99 unless you're a Jew and you get it for free.
We hip-hop like you. My client is a Jew.
And Sami Zayn fought Jinder Mahal in a must-see match.
Because Jinder Mahal is back.
Are they fucking kidding me with this fucking shit? Has there been an interesting match yet? Jericho versus Neville, that's a great match because we love the fans. Jinder Mahal versus Sami Zayn in a Divas match. What a card so far, children.
Sami Zayn's really lighting up the sky with these matches, boy.
What came next? Well, there was more Divas shit after that. That was exciting. And then we get this Cornball New Day match where they were fighting the Club and some She-Hulk, and they had Bayley on their side running around with a strap-on her head like, I wanted the New Day to just prong rape her with their giant black dicks and have her scream and suffer in pain and misery.
I think out of all these people, Bayley's my least favorite. Only because of what she stands for. She's the ultimate white knight's dream. They can, because she's butt ugly and she's not talented at all. And Smarks can pretend that they truly don't just like her or think she's cute. They truly go, fuck yeah, it's Bayley! What are you fucking?
They have like Austin-esque reactions to Bayley.
And I hate when they go, it's Bayley, it's Bayley. Like that's Cole, it's Bayley! That's the gayest catchphrase ever.
Can you believe there's grown men out there taking pictures with the I'm a hugger shirt with their fat, if they've got fucking pit stains on the purple, like fuck yourself!
What is this 50-pound shit? What is the name?
So Big Show returns. He makes his big return. Oh my god! It's the Big Show! We haven't seen him since last week on Raw! What's he doing here? And he gets eliminated in 2 seconds.
Oh, Big Show.
Why did you make this seem like some huge return?
And then he turned heel.
Of course I did. Mark Henry showed up for 2 seconds. Then he tore his ACL again.
There was no cool surprise entrance this year.
Tye Dillinger came out at number 10!
Oh!
Get it? Number 10? Guess what? So then Wyatt goes in the ring.
I love everyone.
I want to fight because I'm scared. Why does he love everyone? So it's announced that Orton, he's not going to show up.
Not now.
So instead, Kane comes out to fight him in a no-holds-barred match.
Yeah, this is really what everybody... I mean, I love Kane, but, like, did they think that him coming out... Cole wasn't there, right?
No, it was Big Mario Holds Cup.
Did they think Morrow's screaming about...
Oh, it's the Big Red Ball! The Big Red Monster!
We're supposed to be like, this is great. I really want to see this for the millionth time.
You know what
Why didn't they have another Ring of Fire match?
Oh, God, don't even mention that. You know what was great, though? Kane, who hasn't won a match in about 50,000 years.
This is Bray Wyatt we're talking
He beat
about.
Bray Wyatt. Come on.
Once again, you know, when they did this brand new exciting brand split, two distinct entities, Smarks were like, Wyatt's finally going to get a
Yes,
chance.
I'm the top heel of the Blue Brand. I got dreadlocks now. That makes me. I said all my job is free. That means I'm out to get the top. I'm gonna be a heel. I'm scared. No.
You're still gonna lose.
Now keep swimming in midair, whatever this is. You're never gonna win a match. I don't think Bray Wyatt's ever done this.
Anyway, did you see the video of Bo Dallas drunk at the airport?
That was amazing. General Jerry introduced me to that, and then I saw the video singing the Lion King, screaming like a maniac. They're like dragging him off the plane.
So as in Bray's the eater of worlds and Bo is the drinker of spirits.
That's good. You gotta see what they're doing with Bo Dallas nowadays. More on that when we get to the Raw portion of this gay for
He was actually on?
Oh yeah. They're actually doing shit with Bo Dallas, and it's the gayest thing you'll ever see. It's more of that gay, fake topicality that WWE loves.
The only thing that matters is penis in your anus.
Booker T's back on Raw.
I know, I heard.
Oh, shucky ducky, my fave five.
Yeah, I know his commentary's not that good, but I'm a Booker.
At least he emotes.
I'm a Booker T fan.
He doesn't sound like he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah. He sounds like he wants to be there a bit too much.
Yeah. But that's a good thing. It's better than nothing in wrestling.
It's better than...
Oh, wow. Maybe he's breathing to work his heart rate.
Maybe they'll bite each other. So Stephanie comes over and Cropper tells her, I'm back.
Great. She doesn't care about you. She could beat you. In a fight, she'd beat you. You little sawed-off excuse for a man. That thing would beat you.
Cropper said, I'm not gonna go away. I'm just like the Ghostbusters remake. I'm living on. No, you're like the Ghostbusters remake because you only appeal to fucking cucks out there. And nobody gives a shit about you. You're trash. The only people who defend you online are complete and utter cucks. So the Miz is on commentary for some Darren Young shit again.
Why is the Miz? Oh, I don't even have the energy to rant, but why? This is supposed to be the last Raw before this historical draft. You can't do anything new. You can't make us hype. You gotta put the Miz on commentary again. We're not excited for that on a regular Raw. Why would we be excited for this one?
So you're going.
Why?
The 12 man.
Every week.
Daniel Bryan is gay.
Every single time Cass tried to tell a joke to sell it, Enzo would just have a seizure.
Whoa, Cass! He's so good! Whoa, look at Cass! No, I don't want to look at Cass!
No, but some really edgy shit happened actually. This was almost too hot for TV. Cass insisted that Enzo had sex with, what's that guy's name? Fuck. JTD's trombone.
JTG.
Whatever. What's his name?
Xavier
Right.
Woods there, Taz.
Isn't that edgy?
That's not edgy, that's
Hey, guess what?
disgusting.
You spent the night with it on Bourbon Street. I said
Not-
Bourbon Street.
Ah!
'Cause we're in New Orleans. Get it? Bourbon Street.
Okay, back in the day when they tried to be edgy, they would actually have adult programming. How in the hell is a guy insinuating sex with a trombone edgy, cool, makes me like them at all? How?
But guess what,
That's
though?
just so
In
stupid.
case you didn't like it the first time, they reiterated
Of
the
course they
same
did.
joke over and over again for 45 minutes.
Yeah, you know I took the trombone out to Bourbon Street. We got some 99-cent margaritas on Bourbon Street.
I'm gonna taste this fucking the trombone! That's not funny! Miracle trombone! Miracle trombone!
They're failing at being edgy, and this local
Who's
shit,
writing this? I had sex with a trombone? What the fuck does that have to do with wrestling?
this local shit's gotta go. It's not fun. And if you're not there, you don't give a shit. Stop with the local and stop with the failure edgy shit. If you have a G-rated show, can you make the most of that and just be so G-rated that it's...
Alamo fellatio here in San Antonio. Soft! Fuck you!
The YouTube subscribers. I remember the first time I heard a wrestler say that. It was John Cena after Jesus stabbed him in the kidney. He was like, payback is up. And it was SmackDown, so they had to...
Oh
I
my!
had no idea what he said because I was a little boy and I didn't know payback is a bitch was a phrase. So they just bleeped it. I'm like, payback's what? What did John Cena? I didn't even like Cena back then. I was a Carlito fan, so by proxy, I was a Jesus fan. Even though Jesus was fucking terrible because he just had like a tank top
overalls
that he always did this with, and he would come out with different colored pants. He would either have really green pants or orange pants. Remember Jesus?
Yeah, I remember Jesus.
And he didn't even sound Hispanic.
Yeah, he was
I remember
some
the
big
interview
dumb-
once about John Cena. He was, "Face it, John, I'm a thug too."
He was part of that crop of like guys who just took so many steroids that they actually had acne. It was like him, Snitsky, Tyson Tomko,
If you could-
Heidenreich, that whole crop.
If someone out there can find the promo of Jesus where he says, "I'm a thug too," and post it on my Facebook, I'll be grateful. Because he took so many steroids, his voice turned into this. Because his body started producing estrogen to counter the artificial testosterone. Fast! Anyway, is that what happened to him? I didn't even put that together. How come it hasn't happened to Triple H? See, steroids can do one of two
Apparently,
things.
there's a retarded way to take steroids where you just gulp them all up and shoot them all into your ass at once. And then there's like apparently an intelligent way to do it where you cycle them a certain way and you take other drugs to counter the bad effects.
You either turn into Jesse Ventura, who's like Superman, or you turn into like fucking
Scott Steiner.
Scott Steiner, who has kids
Whose
that
belly button
lactate,
like blew up and exploded.
and your voice turns into this. It's a creep.
So
Don't do
apparently
steroids.
Triple H did it the smart
Don't
way.
do steroids unless you know what you're doing.
Or you'll grow boobs.
Or your fucking balls will shrink. Jesus, that's. If I ever looked at my balls and they were smaller than they were before, I'd probably commit suicide because I would have. Otherwise, I would have a permanent feeling of just skeeviness for the rest of my life.
Oh man, what did I do?
Because that doesn't go away. There's no way to fix it. Oh, it's creepy. So
How do I see you?
there you go. SmackDown now. It starts with a recap of the Miz's cornball shoot from the. Do you know about this?
I don't know about this.
Okay, on Talkin' Smack, which is the network exclusive SmackDown post-game show, because they want SmackDown to seem big time. So rather than, maybe make their title the main event instead of the mid-card of the pay-per-view, no, we'll just give them a network exclusive post-game with Daniel Bryan. That'll make it big time anyway. They had the Miz on it, and he cut this amazing shoot on Daniel Bryan. Like, Daniel Bryan, you don't think people like me? Well, you're over there and you're hurt. You think I'm a coward? Well, you're a coward because you're hurt. I'm never hurt. I'm bringing prestige.
I refuse to believe that this is a real shoot.
No, of course it's not a real fucking shoot. I hate you, Miz. The shoot was gay. Your career's a failure. That's reason number 51 why you suck. Your shoot stank. Anyways,
Why would everybody to make a fake shoe? Why would you pick the Miz?
because they're desperate to make the IC title seem interesting because they completely failed at making the main event SmackDown
okay,
title.
but the Miz hasn't been interesting ever.
They refuse to believe that. They keep shoving him out there.
Well, people who are psychotic like that need to take Thorazine. Really, if you are seeing things that aren't there, like the Miz being a talented fucking wrestler and not a complete sloppy jobber, then you need to take Thorazine. He's just a gay boy with boobs who has no talent. Why are you pretending he's this great IC champion who's always ready to fight and needs to cut shoots? Why is he cutting shoots? I fucking cut shoots on the Miz every time we make a fucking video about this asshole. He doesn't deserve to be making shoots. He deserves to be swallowing gallons of Vince McMahon's cum and cleaning the bathroom.
What does sloppy mean?
Your boobs.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I made that word up.
So the Miz comes out and he says, I don't want to be booed anymore. I'm bringing prestige back to this cum-stained title. So then Ziggler comes out and says, people don't like you because you're just in this for the money. Says the guy who comes out and says, I'm going to show off the guy who says he's a show-off is going to blame the other guy for only wanting the spotlight. There's no consistency to any of this shit. Both of these guys should have been assassinated by ISIS. I would have defected and joined them if that was the case. I'm just kidding. Please don't drone my house. They once again tease the Divas match that's happening in Miz TV, and who cares? It's just fun with Dynasty.
Oh man, shucky ducky, quack
A
quack.
smart thing to do in that Divas match is be sure to get Nia Jax's heart rate down.
Oh my
Quack.
There, do it.
Oh my quack. Quack, 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 quack. I miss when Brie Bella went quack, quack. People love that. Anyway, okay, I have to do a rant. Speaking of shitty songs. There's this one song that's been on every fucking commercial. Companies just buy the song and use it in all their commercials for 20 years. not 20 years, like 5 years. It's so bad. And it's so bad I had to look it up. It's by a New Zealandy singer named Jin Wigmore. It's called Black Sheep. This bitch screeches, I'm a bad woman to keep. I'm a bad woman. I'm a black sheep.
Braun Strowman's a black sheep.
It's so bad. This bitch is screeching. She's very attractive, but she's screeching. It sounds like something from a comedy movie, the way this bitch sings. It's like, I'm a bad, shut up.
I'm a bad.
Who told you you had a good singing voice? And then you go on the YouTube video, it's got 2 million views, a trillion likes, all these comments like, oh, just she could be the next Adele. Adele stinks too. At least this chick's attractive though. Adele's a big fat piece of trash. Anyway, that's my black sheep rant. It's my entire rant.
Braun Strowman.
Black Sheep.
He's the black sheep of the Wyatt family.
And now he's the
lone sheep.
He's been called
Little Bo Peep's giant sheep.
That's brilliant.
It's not even funny.
All right, very happy to report that the he's been called comments in our comment section have been a big hit.
Is it?
People are leaving their own comments
Good.
on what people have been
Because
called.
think about it, Cole says this whenever somebody either makes their debut or makes a return and little baby fans don't know who they are.
I'm glad because he's been called as one of the bits.
Now, Jeff Hardy's been called the charismatic
I was
enigma.
afraid he's been called with bomb.
No.
Sometimes we come up with things that we want to be successful and they don't because you people just type diet do all the time.
We haven't made that joke in years.
Very happy he's been called is taken
Nah,
off.
he's been called.
And I'm also happy that if you build a so-and-so from the ground up, that's taken off in the comments too. And those are funny comments to leave people. Be clever, don't just write maggle. It's unbelievable that he's already getting no reaction in WWE. But guys, you hear that pop?
For the big fat neckbeard that they'll show the crowd clapping with his sweat flying everywhere and this ambient smell of puss and dried and crusted fecal matter because these fat pieces of shit don't know how to wipe their asses properly. Why is it that every neckbeard has to smell like a butt? Why? Because they wiped the wrong way and they smeared all over themselves. Go take a shower! AJ Styles sucks!
The bottom line is, no one cared about him. You pretended to care about him at the Rumble, and now no one cares about him again, except for you people who pretend to know everything about his career.
Get the fuck out, bitch!
What are these guys fighting for? Like, oh, they're having a best of 7 series. Like, okay, winner gets what?
Best Match of the Year award.
Ah, okay. It's just to put on great matches there, John. That's what it's all about. That's what wrestling's all about. I'd rather they go back to having fun than being about fucking great matches. Hashtag having fun and all that bullshit, you can laugh at it. There's nothing funny about great matches. It just stinks. It's terrible.
Matches aren't even great.
No, they're 45 minutes long, and they're guys in their underwear sweating. There's no story. Nobody's interesting.
Nobody's doing anything cool.
Even if there wasn't a story, like look at all the fucking tag matches. The fucking stupid tag matches at WrestleMania 20. Sure, there were no stories, but everybody had character and was interesting. Who's interested in Sheamus and Cesaro? James Bondage versus the fucking Irish Queer. And I hate even saying that because there's nothing James Bondish about Cesaro. He just wears a suit. He takes dicks in his hiney. Braun Strowman squashed a Jobber. The Jobber was bigger than everybody on the roster again, except for Strowman. Stephanie and Paul Heyman had a chat in the ring. Isn't that interesting? Oh, you beat up Shane with your client. Oh, my client. Oh.
My client!
Just one more in my ear.
Corbin takes us back to some tag match that happened a very long time ago. This was an attempt to make it seem like there's some kind of storyline happening in the tag team division. I'm gonna take it back. Remember when this happened? Like, no, I don't remember. 2, I don't care. 3, this isn't building to anything. Why take me back to this? Take your sources and shove them up your ass until blood comes out. Put the blood in a cup and have Baron Corbin drink it.
Why Baron Corbin?
I don't know. Drink your ass. Hello, I'm from Kansas City. Give me that ass blood. I don't know.
He puts it in his
He
belly.
puts it in his belly. Yeah, it'll be the new Capri Sun commercial.
My tummy's hungry.
His tummy just drinks Cole's ass blood.
Baron Corbin should have a gimmick where his tummy controls him.
Oh.
He takes orders from it.
Like, what's that kid from the Fairly Odd Parents? Who takes orders from his giant, like, blood.
Elmer!
Elmer.
my boil.
Anyway,
It's time! Say hello to beautiful Elvis and
Lala there, Taz.
Lala would be the main one because she's a girl.
Ah, right.
So Foley and Stephanie are backstage, and here are more segments that I refuse to watch. These two have absolutely no chemistry whatsoever. You know how me and Kyle Brachetto can go to hang out without even a topic and just talk for like an hour, and everyone's like entertained? That's chemistry. You know how
Mick Foley made his bones hurting himself, not talking backstage.
You know how Opie and Anthony haven't talked in 2.5 years, but Ant calls into Ope's show and there's instant chemistry? Nothing like that is present here. You got this fucking bearded cuck talking to this pulled pork-titted monster about nothing. Well, Stephanie, you think the show's going great tonight? I remember when you were a little kid. Ah, thank you. You like my hormone voice?
I do. China 2.0. Give me that man ass. There's a prostate in there somewhere. I'll find it. Cause I'm the king. Ah!
So now they're not backstage anymore. Now they're just in the ring talking. So I had this fucking screen muted. Speaking of no chemistry, Jericho and Owens come out. You can smell Owens through the fucking screen with his dumb fucking... He looks like he has armpit hair growing on his face. It's not even a pube beard. It's armpit hair. So they come out. They talk for 45 minutes about crap no one cares about. While they're talking, Jericho's pointing at people in the audience and writing their name on his faggoty list. How does he even know what their names are? Like, you're on the list. Fat, sweaty guy. Well, if you write that, that takes up the entire audience. How you didn't know it was him? That's over-analytical, but you get the point, folks. Anyway, this segment ends with the stipulation if Jericho wins the main event that nobody's going to watch tonight, he's in the main event at Hell in the Cell, and nobody knows what that is, so who cares?
That's great.
Rollins is now standing backstage, also in a cancer shirt, also with soaking wet hair, talking to some new interviewer who's hot, so expect to never see her on TV again. They'll replace her with Caitlyn Jenner. Hello. I'm a beautiful woman. And you have to respect me. I love them. Anyway, what happened next? Braun Strowman fought a guy with an incredibly weak chin, just a hometown hero. And this hometown hero, first of all, aside from having the exact same build as Fergal, had more natural charisma.
Oh my god.
Not only because of his weird face, but he, like the faces he made, the terrified faces, and his attempts to get pumped. The guy had charisma.
He probably didn't look gay.
If you want absolute no-muscle midgets in wrestling, can you get that guy? That weak chin guy? Just call him Peter Gilmore and send him out there to fight. Seriously. Fergal Devitt. And by the way, I'm not calling him Fergal Devitt because, oh, I know his name. No, I'm doing it because Fergal Devitt is the gayest name ever, and it accentuates how gay he is.
Fergal Devitt.
I'm Fergal. Fergal's the type. This is gonna make no sense, but I think it's funny. I just thought of this. Fergal's the type of name you have to say when you're shitting yourself. Fergal. It's like, Fergal. You know, that's the only time that's a name. No one. Who the fuck is named Fergal? And don't leave comments about, well, in Ireland there's a lot. I don't give a shit. People in Ireland play soccer. I like Ireland, by the way. Great accent. Not as good as the Scottish accent, but still a great accent. After that celebration of tripe that literally put me to sleep.
You know what I want to happen? I want there to be like a Comic-Con somewhere. And all these beards are sitting in the audience, all excited. It was supposed to be for little girls, but the beards did what they did to My Little Pony. They scared the little girls away, and they're all lined up in this like Civic Center auditorium thing at this nerd Stinkacon, waiting for Bayley to come out so they can ask her questions like, who was your favorite Naruto character? In a Q&A. And Bayley comes out and she starts hugging people and those stupid foam people are blowing around. And all of a sudden the lights go out and ISIS paratroopers come in with frickin' AK-74s, not even AK-47s, AK-74s with attached grenade launchers, and they just kill hundreds of people in the room. They kill them all! They kill Bayley! They kill the neckbeards! The room is just filled with bodies! Because these people need to die! I hiccuped. I'm sorry.
Can the Knights Hospital them come in on horseback?
What is wrong with you? I enjoy Bayley! Why do you enjoy Bayley? What the fuck? This isn't normal! Oh god, I'm sorry. This isn't normal! You have severe medical problems. You need to either be locked up in an asylum or I don't know what else needs to happen. It's not normal for grown men to like Bayley, regardless of what the thread on Wrestling Forum came to the conclusion that it's acceptable. It's not acceptable. And stop saying, well, that ass, fuck you! Oh, that hurt. I can't stop hiccuping.
So I was just killing the ISIS terrorists so we don't look like complete psychopaths. Please leave that in the video. The Divas are backstage, so no one watched that. And then we get Cruiserweight shit, so no one watches that.
So bad!
And then Enzo and Cass,
Hey, it's Cyber Monday. Buy these cheese doodles or whatever. Hey,
Or I'll stick my cheese doodle up your Dorito.
do you want to squeeze my luscious teats?
I fucking hate Big Cass more than Enzo.
Big Cass.
He comes in and he stands there looking like he's some kind of imposing threat.
Yeah, you're not a threat. Go fuck your mother. Everyone who sees him should just kick him in his nutsack and throw him down a fucking flight of stairs. I hate Big Cass.
Seriously, in like the world of Las Vegas fucking strip clubs, where you're hiring these muscular guys to guard the door, or you're hiring big fat guys to guard the door, would anybody ever fucking hire Cass to guard anything? He looks like a fucking gay elf.
Cass would have a better job as a stripper showing his tits off for people.
I'm serious, he's not tough, so stop pretending he is!
Big Cass.
Oh my, Big Cass, his name's probably like David.
Talent-wise, Big Cass might be the worst wrestler ever.
Absolutely.
He can't do anything. He can't form a sentence. Hey.
He's in the same vein as Tyson Tomko and that type of fucking jobber that they tried to push as big time because he's slightly tall.
Hey, well, you know, Enzo, these guys in the ring, they're just clowning around.
Heidenreich, Snitsky, Tyson Tomko are all better than Big Cass. Mark my fucking words. Big Cass will amount to nothing. So stop fucking putting him on TV, and Enzo is just as gay, don't get me wrong.
A big fat guy's taint that's encrusted with toilet paper from a truck stop bathroom is better than Big Cass. You alright? You understand what I'm saying?
You can't just put it. I'm sorry, I don't know why I want to rant on him. But you can't just put,
he's gay!
You can't just make a guy debut, put him on TV, have Michael Cole literally come on the camera lens. Literally, there's one clip where he's stroking and the fucking semen gets all over the camera lens as Michael Cole is telling you how fucking tough and how scared of Big Cass we should
by
be.
the way, the WWE scrambled
It's
for
not gonna work.
YouTube channel.
No one's gonna think Big Cass is scary when he has fucking D-cup boobs flopping around in the ring. There's something wrong with him.
You know, Big Cass is he's just so powerful, so strong. He's so muscular, they're John.
If I had boobs like that, I'd go to the doctor. I'd be scared.
Yeah. Why is he? Big Cass should wake up in the morning, see his tits there, and his heart rate should increase like 130-fold. Like, what the fuck is happening to me?
And they're not fat man boobs.
No.
They're breasts.
Mammary glands. And they're not pectoral muscles either. Okay? You can't do these with them because they're not your muscles. It's just a big mammary gland sitting in there lactating.
Jizz. Jizz. Jizz.
That's not evil. That's just this fucking retard in real life not being a great worker, not knowing that if you elbow an old man in his heart enough times, you're probably gonna put him into cardiac arrest.
Especially when it's an old wrestler.
But don't tell that to Smarks, because they love fucking people dying in the ring. They love Misawa dying. And by the way, for you fuckers online, I found some thread from a couple months ago. I forget where it was. Someone was like, Smarkbusters aren't funny. They make fun of Misawa dying in the ring, really off color. Fuck you. You like Misawa dying in the ring. You think it's great work.
Yeah, we did make fun of Misawa dying in the ring. Misawa was a retard.
When you're 70, stop wrestling.
Misawa was an ass. Misawa was a fool. Don't land on your neck. Simple as that. It's the golden rule in wrestling. Lawler called Ziggler a loser, and the show-off. Ew! Look how he typed show-off one word. But he put off capitalized.
This guy's such a fucking nerd.
The show-off super kicked him in the chest. Don't make it seem like that was the thing he was going like, oh, well, he elbowed him in the chest, he kicked him in the chest. No, he was aiming for his head because that's what a super kick is, and he missed.
And he missed because Ziggler is horrible.
JBL hopped in the ring as Ziggler walked away.
I love you, Jerry. I'll help you.
I hate it when JBL does this shit. What are you? Are you a heel or not? Jesse Ventura, if he was on commentary, would have said,
Good for Ziggler.
I like when I hope he kills Jerry.
This is what I like to see, Monsoon.
no.
My government has lied to me before.
Because this is a show for
Haven't they?
children, even though they have all kinds of gay midget sex and fat, ugly women running around.
Jerry Lawler raped a midget at Bilderberg.
Jerry Lawler has his robes painted with thermite paint.
I think Jerry Lawler's the Manchurian candidate.
I think the fucking writer is a Manchurian candidate. I think some fucking asshole hypnotized this guy, and now he's lost forever, and that's why he thinks this is good.
All we need to do is go back in time and find the thermite paint used to bring down the towers.
Jerry Lawler was the Manchurian candidate that hypnotized Lee Harvey Oswald. Because as you know, Oswald couldn't have made that shot.
I know that Jesse Ventura is a truther and a complete asshole.
I love him.
But he's so fucking hilarious, and he's still, I swear to God, I think what he's doing now is he's just exuding wrestling character.
He is.
He's still just this gigantic just force of charisma, and it's so hard not to like him, even though he's such an ass.
He walked off Opie and Anthony.
Oh, there's a 6-hour compilation of his clips on there that I watched.
With Jim Norton, bye tough guy.
Jim Norton's being all like fake tough, like, oh, you think you're so big?
I don't want to fight a guy like you.
Yeah, so what? I'm not gonna fight a guy like you. And then he just walks in.
But thank you for your service to our country.
That was his go-to line.
You know, I was a Navy SEAL. I went to SEAL school. Chris Kyle lied.
Yeah, that one episode where he just
poked his head in. I was right. Chris Kyle was a liar.
What? He wasn't even being interviewed that day. They didn't even know he was in the building. He just poked his head in the door and said that.
Nobody knows what we're talking about, but it's okay because I know what we're talking about.
I will destroy the Miz.
It's all fucking SmackDown when that chink fucking faggot came out with his wet hair and that fucking retard. Can somebody tell me what this is? So anyway, Roidhead Juice McGillicuddy, also known as Jinder Mahal, is fighting Fergal in a match that we have to see.
Jinder Mahal is my new favorite wrestler.
Jinder Mahal punched him right in the fucking face and gave him a concussion, and he started bleeding.
Jinder Mahal's ripped.
I'm pretty sure that he's actually injured from that. Hopefully he's out forever and dies from whatever this injury is.
I love Jinder Mahal.
Here were Fergal's moves. Punch, 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 punch. Drop kick. Arm drag. Arm wrench, which is a fucking rest hold. Elbow, elbow. A slap to Jinder's veiny tit, because that's what real men do in fights. Kick, 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 kick. Neck breaker, running drop kick, stomp. And it's worth noting, after he got punched in the face and started bleeding, he was fucking groggy for the rest of the match, even though he ended up winning.
Nah, he's just a good seller.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's why he's probably getting me out with a concussion now. I really hope it's fatal. Please.
You know, say what you want about Jinder Mahal, but he looks like a wrestler.
Took the fucking roids. He paid his dues.
I like Jinder Mahal now.
I just like him because he injured Fergal. I think he looks fucking disgusting.
It's pathetic how these wrestlers look now. They had a commercial for some kind of stupid action figure, and it was a Seth Rollins action figure. It was in one hand, and the kid had a Kevin Owens one. The fucking Kevin Owens... If they know what they want. The figure was all ripped and muscular. There wasn't a baby gut. It was like a muscular... That's what people want. It looked nothing like the real Kevin Owens.
Because if you had a Kevin Owens one, it looked like you just had a homeless guy action figure. what would you do with that? What would be the game you play with that? Let's play bum on the street?
Kevin Owens doesn't have muscles. None. Zero. Zilch. The Pop Up Powerbomb is not actually a powerbomb.
It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. I hate him so much. His dumb retard glare in his eye like, He really should play Lenny in a fucking adaptation of Mice and Men. He's only he's a fucking midget, so you can rework it where George is the big one then. Because this guy looks fucking retarded.
You should call the club Lenny and Festus.
Hey guy, I'm phenomenal. Wrestle all over the world.
Look at the
This is a really intelligent joke. AJ Styles. That's every fucking promo this retard cuts, and the way his eyes and mouth, he looks retarded. It's like,
I've seen it. We're going
I just love belittling this faggot because I know his fans hate it. AJ Styles is gay and retarded.
Our next 50 reasons was going to be about a certain boner popping snake who's coming back. I say we do another one about AJ Styles.
Si j'étais président de la République.
Some really exciting announcements for what's coming.
Oh my!
Divas Fatal 4-Way Action.
Oh man!
Miz K-Bag.
Oh man!
With special guest, the lunatic French Dana Brown.
This happened already.
And Chris Jericho versus, you ready for this? The Destroyer, Samoa Joe.
Oh my God!
Someone on our last Raw review wrote in the comments, take a drink every time Lefty says, oh my God. That's his new favorite Michael Cole bit.
You all know what that's Michael Cole, right?
Yes.
When was that?
It was
Braun
when Strowman came out to confront Undertaker or
Lesnar,
something.
and for some reason Cole just like shit himself.
Like he's never...
Cole-
we haven't seen Strowman in years.
Cole spontaneously shit, pissed, and vomited all at once.
Blood, urine, and vomit?
Yeah, and then he said, "Oh my God!" Why?
Because it's so awesome. This big smelly man, he wants to ride in the back of him. I don't know.
Hi, this is Mike Marine.
And now we gotta worry about Nakamura.
This guy just vomits on people's ball bags and licks it off. That's his hobby. That's what he does for fun.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
I really want him to die. I don't even care. I don't care how. Did you hear that some other Jap guy's career's over because he like broke his neck? Happened again. It happened again, and I don't care. You know, you people cheer for Roman Reigns getting hurt. You're not doing that, kayfabe. You really want the man to be hurt. So fuck you. I'm glad Misawa's dead. What is this? An episode of Camp WWE on the WWE Network for $9.99? Your first month's free?
All the cool kids are watching it.
Yeah.
It's very edgy, like the Attitude Era. It's
So,
sad. It's so sad.
Then Cass says they're soft, and that concluded the greatest opening.
Get it? Soft.
So gay.
So next was what was no. What was that stupid tag team he had with Sandow?
The Rhodes Scholars?
The Rhodes Scholars, which everybody thought was the greatest thing ever.
It was garbage.
But it wasn't.
The guy with
it was
tits.
horrible. It was a jobber tag team, and there was no depth on the part of Cody Rhodes. You could tell he was clearly stuck with Sandow, who out of both horrible wrestlers probably had the more charisma. He actually had the character. Rhodes was just his gay lackey. Go look at his picture on WWE.com from that guy. It was just a guy standing there like this. He looked like a fucking gay butler.
The whole point of that tag team was mooching off Sandow's character as the Scholar. They put Rhodes in there because Rhodes Scholar is a thing, but Rhodes' character had nothing to do with it. He just stood there in his underwear.
One SmackDown, they split up. Nobody cared. And the next week they were back together because everybody forgot that they split up because no one cared. And Cole was like, wow, Rhodes Scholars back together. Guess what, soul pack faggot? Nobody gave a shit.
I remember when he did that. I actually remember that.
Oh my God, that's the return of the Rhodes Scholars. They were like one night only or something, but it wasn't one night only. This shit continued for another like half a year until they got to Money in the Bank when Sandow betrayed him. Oh, that was Cody's night. It wasn't Cody's night because a couple of fat guys were going like this when he climbed the ladder with his gay ass hanging out. That wasn't Cody's night. I was glad Sandow won.
Remember when they gave him like a jobber Steve Austin?
Yeah, but he was like coming out like Stone Cold Cody Rhodes interfering in matches, screwing Sandow, but it looked so shitty because he was just bitched and upset about nothing.
And it looks shitty because you can't look that gay and try to be a cool badass. You're a failure at everything you try. And
It
then
was so horrible. He was like doing these vignettes and he was like, oh, Sandow. He stole the briefcase.
Shut up!
It was so bad. Literally no one liked it. So for this fucker to say that he brought depth and perfection to everything and proved that he could be upper card, no!
we're not done yet though. Remember this tag team with Gold Dust with the Shell?
The Dust Brothers.
Fight the Shell.
They're fighting for Dusty. He was fired. He was fired.
Nobody gives a shit. I hate the way people look back at this again with
That was
reverence.
one of the worst pay-per-views of all time. It was like Battleground or something. This literally, it goes down in history books along with that ECW pay-per-view as one of the worst ever. Okay, nothing happened.
But people look
the main
back on
event was
this-
a fucking ambulance match with Ryback.
They look back, oh god, they look back on this as if it was a huge missed opportunity to launch them into a program where they fight at many. No one cared! This was when they tried to have hot tags with Cody. You always talk about it, they never gave Cody a chance. This was them giving Cody their chance. They do the hot tags. Michael Cole would do the forced. Oh, Cody's coming in, John, and the crowd did nothing. Over his floor. When was this guy ever even slightly over?
Come on!
They never cheered for him when he got tagged in. I remember saying this every week in our Don't Be Raw review, that he never got cheered when they did the hot tag. It was a big-time fail. And because it was a big-time fail, you saddle him with a jobber gimmick, and that's exactly what they did.
There was the tension with Goldust and perhaps Cody Rhodes, and Goldust will be splitting.
Never happened.
And then he became
Star. Bizarre. They created the worst character in wrestling history and gave it to him because he deserved it. Oh, but he made it work. How did he make it work? He never got a reaction.
And like the promos at the beginning were so bad. The planets.
How can you insist that he made it work when no one reacted to it?
Sorry, and you had your smarks like, I enjoyed the Stardust.
Oh, I loved his match with Stephen Amell. I'm sorry, won't be working.
That's where Cody Rhodes went. He just festered into a jobber gimmick.
So tell me where he excelled and added depth. Where's the depth to Stardust? His penis reached new depths in other people's assholes.
I'll tell you what I dislike.
Alright, we get it! Ryback's is good, Roman Reigns is good. Pretty much whoever's a good wrestler has a good theme. Rusev's got a good, Swagger's got a good, Swagger!
It's a good video idea for the future is us imitating themes and just singing them. Like that Rollins thing.
Yeah, we can do that. A duet. Yeah!
You can't do that shit to a real wrestler. All that fucking indie shit is fake. That's what you do in the garage. You don't do that in WWE.
23. He has impractical moves. And what I mean by this is, wrestling's fake. We get it. So you're gonna perform moves that look spectacular to make it seem interesting. But Sami Zayn goes out of his way to do flippy shit like diving through turnbuckles and like, there's no reason for that.
It's gimmicky.
Yeah, there's no reason to do that in a fight. It's completely impractical to the point where even on a fake show, I'm like, why is he doing that?
And I'm not defending Jeff Hardy, but all the smarks who love Sami Zayn for psychology and call Jeff Hardy a spot monkey, I don't get it.
There's no psychology.
There's no psychology in anything Sami Zayn
That's
does.
the big thing. Like, I don't care if your moves look fake, but then when people go online and tout your psychology after you jump through the fucking turnbuckle for no reason, where's the psychology there?
Why are you talking about psychology? Just watch the fucking wrestling show. It's not real. You don't know about psychology. You're a fat fucking keyboard virgin warrior.
24. He wrestled all over the world. And that's a problem.
Right.
That's not a good thing. Oh, a lot of the wrestlers you like got their start in the indies. Yeah, they didn't make a point to make that their character.
Actually, no. None of the wrestlers I like got their start.
Not a single wrestler back in the day would go, you know what? I used to wrestle in garages, so worship me.
Yeah.
Never happened, but today, if you wrestled all over the world, that's your character. Forget WWE, that doesn't matter. If you wrestled in All Japan or Big Japan, then you're a star. You can base your whole WWE career, even if you do nothing, off the fact that you've done shit somewhere else when no one
And
will
you
watch
come
it.
out and Cole could go, he's been called the toughest wrestler ever to come out of Japan.
He's also been called a faggot by the Smart Busters, so go fuck yourself. He's another fake underdog. Can Sammy do it? Sammy's got a lot of heart. Sammy! I don't like Sammy, but he's got a lot of heart now. It's never interesting when you're an underdog because you're gonna win. When's the last time an underdog was put in a match with Big Show and just lost?
David versus Goliath.
26. He injured himself dancing. He danced too hard on the way to the ring and fucking injured himself like the faggot he is. 27, he is inherently fake in everything he does. Not only because his moves look retarded, but because he's about 120 pounds and now he's fighting big guys every week.
He hurt himself dancing.
He did, remember that?
I forgot about that. What a faggot.
28, his really gay feud with Kevin Owens. Oh my God, the rivalry of the century, John!
It's been called the greatest rivalry in the history of the Indies.
No one cares.
Great. It's the greatest rivalry in the history of the minor league wrestlers who weren't talented enough to get signed by a major promotion.
Yeah,
That's what that is.
Oh, look, the Trenton Thunder is fighting the fucking Colorado Nuts. I don't know. What a great rival. I don't care.
Anyway.
The Colorado
Is that a real team? I know there's a minor league team called the Nuts, and I think they're the Rockies organization, so I'll just say the Nuts. 29, he got hurt in his first match with Cena. And everyone was blaming Cena for it. Cena!
How about you're blaming the fact that John Cena's 270 pounds of muscle and he's fighting a flabby twig? How about that? When you put a guy who's legitimately strong in the ring with a fucking average Joe off the street, they're gonna get hurt.
They certainly are. Why do you like Daniel Bryan?
He's so bad.
So then, here's Miz TV that went on for a fucking hour trying to build for this mixed tag team match that no one's excited for. They do it with an unfunny skit of The Miz pretending to be Daniel Bryan and John Cena with his fucking whore pretending to be some
Miz is doing some of the best work he's ever done.
This was gay. Nobody was when they saw that this skit was going on, nobody thought like, oh, this is pretty interesting, maybe I'll give this a try. Everyone was like, when is this shit gonna end? When is a wrestling match with a story gonna happen? I'm just gonna change the fucking channel. It's not edgy, it's not good, it's not funny, it's boring. Here's what The Miz is doing this week. We have to give him something because we can't just throw his fucking ass out a window for some reason. We have to pay him money to be on TV.
And in the era when WWE has talents who just will randomly not appear for weeks at a time, The Miz manages to find a way to be on every week. Like going back...
That's because I'm that damn good. No,
you're damn gay.
Go back 10 years ago. He's on every week. There's guys who don't make any money who are giving you their blood and guts following this company around, and The Miz gets to be on every week, but he's contributed nothing for 10 years. The guy fucking main evented WrestleMania, and he's contributed nothing, but he's on TV every fucking week. Every fucking year he wins the Intercontinental title. He's got more reigns on that title than anybody, but he still managed to contribute nothing, because none of the fucking shit he's done for the past 10 goddamn years is memorable. He's so fucking horrible. How do you go 10 years at a job and not climb the fucking corporate ladder at all because you're so goddamn awful? Everything he tries is bad. The making fun of Cena shit years ago sucked. Quiet on the Set sucked. Hollywood Stars sucked. Miz Dow sucked. It all sucks. It's not good. It's never been good.
What about Alex Riley?
That was even good. Alex Riley coming out laughing at him, and he's not good. He's bad.
So
he's not just bad. He's atrocious. He's the worst wrestler on the fucking roster.
So this fucking awful, unfunny, unedgy, uninteresting, unwatchable skit goes on for an hour. They go to commercial. They come back from commercial thinking maybe something not this is gonna happen. No, Miss TV is continuing on into another segment. They resume the skit. It's still not funny. It's still not edgy. It's still not interesting. Nobody's watching it. Then Cena comes out with this fucking bitch. Instead of ending this segment by botching a five-knuckle shuffle and breaking this faggot's teeth, he has to engage in witty banter for a half hour with The Miz. So this faggot is still on the screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're really a faggot. Yeah, I really hope you die of AIDS. How about that, faggot? Kill yourself.
And this isn't a Smorkbusters versus other fans type thing. Everyone hates The Miz. Actually, I don't know anymore. Now Smarks like him.
So, yeah, they exchange words. It's uninteresting. They never fight. Cena strips. Nikki Bella looks like a fucking man still. I hate Nikki Bella. I hate all these faggots online. Oh, the tits. The tits. No tits. They're fake. They're not real. She looks like a man. Her face looks like that of a man.
Jizz. 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 Jizz.
So the contenders in these matches are going to be Sami Zayn, Sheamus, Chris Jericho, Cesaro, Roman Reigns, who sported a man bun, Rusev, Kevin Owens, and Fergal.
Congratulations. These are your main eventers, and there is not one compelling wrestler in that colorful bunch of faggots.
Mick Foley called them out one at a time, and when he called their names, they stepped out in front of the entire roster. And the only person who elicited any type of emotion or showed any charisma when their name was called was Rusev. When they called his name, he was like, "Oh, no, no, ah!" Everybody else just waddled up like a suicidal penguin and showed absolutely no emotion whatsoever. You should have seen it. Fucking Fergal gets called up. He's like, Kevin Owens Sheamus looked like he was gonna shoot himself. It was depressing to look at. Rusev was the only one who performed.
Really, none of those guys are interesting. I don't care about any one of them.
Foley and Stephanie then talked about how we can't forget about the Divas, and I stopped listening. Shoehorning divas down the audience's throat forcibly isn't going to save the company. The company's dead. If you think these trannies and fucking women's outfits are going to save anything, you're sadly mistaken. Tom Phillips. Well, compared to Morrow, it's like hearing Jim Ross. Morrow and all fucking sucks.
It's Christian. Oh, here on SmackDown Live, we stop talking when the words come in.
It's Christian was not Tom Phillips.
I know, it's Todd Grisham.
Who I miss. Can you believe that shit? It's Christian was better than any commentary we've gotten in the last 10 years. That was less than 10 years ago, but you get what I'm saying.
You gotta give him one thing, it's memorable.
You said, it certainly was.
It's Christian.
Remember when Lesnar came back and we go, oh boy! Brock Lesnar, the former WWE champion, and that was it. That's all he said.
He's been called a novel.
He didn't even say that. All he said was, oh my, Brock Lesnar, the former WWE champion. That was it. He didn't say anything else. They pick up saying,
And then there was a little bit of silence, and then Jerry Lawler just retardedly goes,
Brock Lesnar. I always say this, but compare that to when Goldberg came to WWE for the first time and beat up The Rock. Jim Ross and JR were screaming his whole way down the ramp. This is a completely unrelated rant, but when did commentary become, let's sell this as a sport? Why are we analyzing Goldberg's heart rate?
He's trying to lower the heart rate.
Why are we doing this at a wrestling show? Why are we analyzing the submission techniques of Naomi? It all started with them telling us who Goldberg is and that he's coming back tonight. Did you know Goldberg was in WCW?
Oh my god, didn't WWA beat WCW?
Yes, the WWA beat WCW in the Monday Night Wars because that WCW ripped everything. What happened? So then Del Rio and Owens fight the Lucha guys and I'm supposed to care. You're gonna love this. We get a video segment because even though he's not on the show, and he's not going to be on the show for a while, we have to get status reports of the shooting schedule of the Marine 5. Starring...
Don't say it.
The Maz.
Some guy backstage thought... Somebody looking at the layout of the show, seeing that there was like 30 seconds of something unbooked, thought it was a good idea and productive and conducive to getting sales for WWE Network and hyping up this horrible garbage show this Sunday. Thought it would be a good idea to let us know what The Miz is up to. I don't care what The Miz is up to. No one cares what The Miz is up to. Who thought that this was a good idea? People aren't interested in The Miz.
I have to let you know that the Marine 5 is in production. It's on the way to bargain bins near you there, John.
It's not even going in bargain bins.
The only status report I want to see from The Miz is fucking, check up with his AIDS specialist to see if he's dead yet. Because I'm tired of this crap.
We know better! We know better about the damn sport that you fuckers do!
Germany was number 1. The United States was 4. England was 3.
England swings like a pendulum do.
But why is Canada anywhere on any list?
Canada gave us Steven Crowder and Gavin McInnes.
I don't know who they are.
Canada's just alright by me. Keep talking. I'm still eating.
What's next? I'll narrate. Where are we?
We're on the boring queers come out to have a boring match.
So the boring queers come out to have a boring match.
See, wait a minute. My notes are written in a very stupid juvenile shorthand that only I can understand. I literally wrote, the boring queers come out to have a boring match.
That could mean anything.
Say what you think it means while I chew it.
Boring queers come out to have a boring match. I have no idea.
Well, I'm still chewing, so go on.
Boring queers. The Ascension.
They don't get their own matches.
Something with AJ Styles.
He's not in a tag team anymore.
He's done chewing.
All this dead air reminds me that FrancescaCon 2016 happened a few days ago.
Oh.
And there was a Mike and the Mad Dog reunion.
Nobody outside of New York knows who that is.
I'm sorry. And the guy who did the Francesca 1776 video was there at FrancescaCon.
Wow.
His name is Bill Buchanan. Very similar to Bull Buchanan, who's in my Big Five! Brought it back to wrestling. That takes legit talent, you know. We're getting people married. We got the best channel on the YW. So we're so fucking good, man. Anyway. The boring queers are the Usos, by the way.
Oh, I forgot about
And they had a boring match against the League of Jobbers, and the Dudley Boys were standing there like, we're tough, and no one cares. Oh, they made a statement! They kicked Bo Dallas!
No jokes, Puckett. This is serious jizz. Jizz. Serious jizz.
It's gonna draw a hell of a lot more than fucking
TJ Perkins.
Yeah.
And Spanky.
So then we get, speaking of TJ Perkins and Spanky, we get their match again. This fucking Perkins guy's entrance is first of all, he's got this like 8-bit Sami Zayn theme music. Because he's this video game character. His whole thing is he likes playing video games. I like playing fucking video games. Does that mean I get to be a wrestler now? Well, you're just jealous. I don't want to be a fucking wrestler. First of all, so go fuck yourself. A lot of these fucking YWC people think that if you make videos about wrestling, you really just want to be a wrestler. Like, no, this isn't a fucking E-Fed. I'm not Keith Fury. I'm not Cody Brainerd. I'm not any of these fucking virgin losers. I am a virgin loser, but I'm not one of them. I don't want to be a wrestler. I never wanted to be a wrestler. So shut up with you're just jealous that you're not Dolph Ziggler. I don't want to be Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler's gonna die of AIDS. So anyway, he comes out, he's got the jobber vest and hood, and he does the most original thing ever. He bends down with the hood and flicks the hood off. And then he goes in the ring like this. And he goes on the turnbuckle, and he jumps off, and when he lands, the hood goes back on, so he flicks it off again.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that cool? All while this Sami Zayn 8-bit ska music is playing, and I just want to take a shotgun and blow my fucking brains all over the walls. It's not good. So they kick each other for an hour, and I don't know or care who wins. How exciting is that? No one has character, no one's interesting, no one can talk. Everybody's a midget who kicks people. That or they're fat people who just go bleh, or they're she-male women who can do all these crazy moves and botch. Triple H and Stephanie come out, and they say that they're going to win at WrestleMania, and a really inspired promo. And then Roman Reigns comes out, and they done gone brawl. The level of like enthusiasm I'm putting into my critique of this segment is how much the two combatants displayed on the TV.
Oh my!
Neither of them give a shit about being in this feud together, it's obvious. The fans were also unanimously cheering for Triple H. They were doing one of those punch fest things, and fucking...
It was one of the segments where they just go and then like Triple H will walk away from Roman Reigns and Roman Reigns will follow, and then he's got like this weird breathing to look like he's stressed, but he's just walking like this, like a fucking retard. And he goes, that's all it is. It's what's
It's really sad that you can't build up a face to the point where even Brooklyn Smarks will boo Triple H. Like, the Brooklyn Smarks are cheering for Triple H over the intended face. I know it's cool to cheer for the heels, guys, but, like, it's Triple H. You're supposed to hate Triple H.
X Grodziki. Here's a thread. It's called Ibushi Alexander versus A Nakamura. I want to hear opinions in all caps. Either of these are easily match of the year, if you 1A or 1B, if you will. No other matches have come close this year. Hopefully SummerSlam will have contenders. Let's hear your thoughts. Zayn Nakamura was a stunning match. The fluidity, the chemistry, the styles were perfect.
Hold on, what does fluidity mean?
I don't know. Like, bodily fluids? Nakamura's character was off the charts. Zayn's resolve.
His character was off the charts.
Zayn's resolve was commendable.
His resolve? It's not real!
Fighting a beast like Nakamura.
It's not real.
That fucking gay beast.
He doesn't have resolve because he's not really fighting.
Back and forth dueling crowd chants. fantastic sequences in chain wrestling.
Chain wrestling.
Brutal strong style action in a WWE setting.
Brutal strong style action, guys.
You know what I think of when I think of WWE setting with strong style? People getting ass raped with the bunny dancing back and forth. To me, this is going to end up being either 1 or 2 at the end of the year for match of the year. Here's the thing, it wasn't on TV!
Nobody knows that this happened. I didn't even know this happened. I don't even know, is this Wrestle Kingdom or WWE?
WWE. Don't you remember a WWE setting?
No, I don't, but I don't know when this happened.
Neither do I. Ibushi Alexander was, as Ronaldo said, an instant classic.
No, you said it was instant classic, Old Scout.
Setting the world on fire overnight. Unbelievable match. Really just a treasure to watch. For the first
Can
time
you stop with these cornball adjectives? It was a treasure.
For the first time in a long time, a match had me audibly marking out. What is audibly marking out?
That means that...
He was making cum sounds. Oh!
That's the sound.
I was just losing my marbles.
That's code for losing loads and loads of semen.
The near falls are perfectly placed and timed. The match didn't feel rushed or overly spontaneous.
Who the fuck critiques the timing of... You're not a fucking wrestling coach!
So smartly worked. Crisply engineered.
Crisply engineered? Not even like the wrestlers are crisp in the ring. He's talking about the engine. What the fuck is engineering? What are you talking? You're making shit up. Which Smartbusters fan wrote this? This is a lifetime premium member, so it's not even a smart... This is a real person. Jesus Christ.
It was an absolute treasure to see Ibushi in the ring with someone as talented, as intelligent like Alexander.
How do you know he's intelligent? He can't even speak fucking English!
If it were up to me, Ibushi Alexander would win match of the year. Good thing it's not up to you.
Yeah. Jesus Christ almighty.
It's like the smarkiest post I think we've ever...
Crispy treasures! I love Ziggy Guy who used to write parody posts. Didn't write anything as bad as this when he was writing about circadian rhythm. This is worse, and it's real!
Crispy matches.
Crispy engineering! What a treasure! The fluidity! The fluidity that was seeping out of the hole of my prick! What the fuck? My asshole is moist, guys! Let me pinch my nips! Jesus, can you just write that as like, this match made me pinch my nips? I would respect you more!
I loved it so much! I pressed in on my frenulum so when I come, it was the dry orgasm, and then I retrograde ejaculated when I peed that night.
That's a thing that happens, by the way.
Oh.
I swear to God, they're not even hiding it anymore. Smarts don't care about wrestling. They watch it because they're sexual predators. They're fucking birds.
Treasure!
They masturbate to this shit.
It's a crispy treasure.
They don't watch it for lowbrow, action-packed entertainment. They watch it to get sexual stimulation.
Not from the divas.
No. That's where they want to see athleticism and great stories. That they want that. But when it's the guys, they want to whack. I swear to God, they want to reverse the roles. They want brawn panties matches with Ibushi because they're engineered well. But they want the divas to have like 35-minute Iron Man matches.
Put that in the club show this year, please.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Fuck Cody Rhodes. Oops, I said Cody Rhodes. Oh, well.